If you look at a woman, if you gawk at a woman, if your stare and your glance is lingering on a woman, either you talk to her or you don't need to be lingering. That's all I'm saying. The Muslims have a great practice. It's called lowering your gaze, which means that when you see a woman, let's say you walk on the street and you happen to see a beautiful woman. Yes, it's not your fault that you see her. She's just in front of you, so your eyes see her. But you don't need to glance a second time. You can just see her and avert your eyes to something else, right? You don't need to linger or look back, right? You just avert your eyes to something else, right? And that's why I really love this practice, because it's empowering, not only for you, but I think for women in an indirect way. Because some women just seek attention for the sake of attention, and I don't think it should be given that freely. When you go to the gym, my God, I'm in Thailand now. I live in Thailand. And let's say the Thai women are not necessarily the most voluptuous woman. But I'm telling you, those yoga pants and those yoga attires and all those like the compression shorts and tights, there's nothing left to the imagination, honestly. You can see everything. You go to the gym, it's like walking in a porn movie or erotic movie. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but like given the nature of man, it's like, how can you even focus? That's why I'm saying, as men, we should have this practice of lowering our gaze, as the Muslims call it. We see a beautiful woman, you go talk to her, or you just don't linger and avert your eyes to something else, right? And when it comes to lowering your gaze, averting your eyes, it applies to porn, obviously. It applies to pictures on social media. It's the same thing. You're still looking at asses and tits, on a screen. Whether it's virtual or in real life, you should avert your eyes. Now, at one point, that's more at the beginning, but at one point you should be able to look at those women without feeling the frustration and the desire, the yearning, the frustration, the anger, etc., the enviousness, and maybe the limiting beliefs that come up with this. I think at the beginning, once you start your journey of nofap and semen retention, it's good to lower your gaze and not give attention to women. But every now and then, in the future, when you're more intermediate to advanced, you should look at women and see what kind of feeling it stirs up. Now, you don't need to linger, right? And you can go talk to her if you want to. But what you need to come up with is a plan to deal with those emotions, right? Because you don't need to bury your head in the ground or repress your emotion. When they come up, it's a test to you, and when those feelings of frustration, of anger come up, you can let them be and let them fade and understand them for what they are, just emotion and past trauma, etc., etc. But at the beginning, if you are really at the beginning and you have been using to staring at a woman in the streets or at the gym or watching a lot of porn and all this stuff, or addicted to simping and stuff like that, it is a great practice to lower your gaze and not look at women. And generally speaking, even in the future, if you test yourself, doesn't mean that you back to looking at a woman all the time, because it should, if she's not a woman that you're pursuing, if it's not a woman that you want to go talk to, or if she's not your woman, like the real question is, what's the point of looking? Yeah, it's the pleasure of the eyes. Do you want that hint? Do you want another hint of dopamine? Like, that's a real question. I don't say I have a right answer for this. What's the point, aside from this hint of dopamine and the negative emotion that might or might not come with it? But even if you overcome those emotions, and I strongly hope you get over this, and you will get over this, what's the point at just staring at a woman, aside from this hint of dopamine? Is there maybe a better thing to do? Are there other things that you can look at on the streets or even on social media? It's a question. I'm open for discussion. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. I hope you like this piece of content. I'm Sebastian, your mindset, men empowerment, nofap, semen retention, meditation coach. I mean, it's a lot of things, but check the description box for more details. Please like, share, and subscribe for more of this type of content, and I'll see you very soon.